Supermodel Kate Moss is the star witness in Johnny Depp's defamation trial today, and she just testified to the infamous rumor that Depp pushed her down a flight of stairs. We'll tell you what she said next.
This summer, we're taking you right into the food truck zone, and the competition is coming in hot.
9 trucks will compete, but only one can be top bun.
Season premiere, The Great Food Truck Race, Sunday, June 5th at 9.
Another story we are covering this morning, supermodel Kate Moss said today under oath that Johnny Depp never pushed her down a flight of stairs during their relationship. I'll take you inside the courtroom in Fairfax County, Virginia. This is a live look for you. Moss and Depp dated back in the 90s, if you recall, and she was called to testify because Amber Heard brought up her name on the witness stand and mentioned a rumor about the supposed push. Well, Depp's camp says it never happened, and you hear Kate Moss on the stand confirming that. Let's bring in our panel, criminal defense attorney Sara Azari and HL legal analyst Joey Jackson, who also is a criminal defense attorney. Both of you, welcome. Before I get your take on what's going on in the courtroom right now, let's listen to Kate Moss and what she said happened.
We were leaving the room, and Johnny left the room before I did, and there had been a rainstorm, and As I left the room, I slid down the stairs and I hurt my back. And I screamed because I was because I didn't know what had happened to me and I was in pain. And he came running back to help me and carried me to my room and got me medical attention.
Did Mr. Depp push you in any way down the stairs?
No.
During the course of your relationship, did he ever push you down any stairs?
No, he never pushed me, kicked me, or threw me down any stairs.
All right, welcome into you both, Sara, Joey. Let's start with you, Sara. Amber Heard's defense did not cross-examine Kate Moss. A good move here?
Yeah, I mean, she just blew up the testimony, the part of Heard's testimony about this incident of abuse, the physical abuse. So, you know, it's best to leave that alone. And I think the other thing I would do if I were Depp's lawyers is I would engage in a little bit of bias elimination. We've had a lot of biased witnesses. We've had people on Depp's payroll. We've had family and friends of Heard testifying. She is also somewhat of a biased witness because she dated him and then they maintained a friendship. So, you know, look, she needs to confirm he's not a saint. Things obviously didn't go well. That's why they, you know, parted ways. But maybe there was substance abuse. Obviously, that's an undisputed fact. But that he's not a monster. He's not an abuser. They never had any domestic abuse, and domestic abuse being in the broad sense, both physical and emotional. And this was just such a simple, direct examination that went right to the point. There was no throwing down the stairs. This was a slip and fall. So this was very key. And, you know, despite her celebrity status, I think we need to focus on the substance, which just completely blew up that idea that she was defending her sister or acting in self-defense when she hit Johnny Depp.
I tell you, that moment Amber Heard brought her name up on the witness stand, I feel like her legal team was cringing. Joey, do you think Kate Moss found that she was believable? Because that's the way that she was introduced, obviously, to the stand.
Yeah, good to be with you, Cheyenne and Sara. I think so. I mean, and how do you cross-examine Kate Moss, right? What are you going to say? But the issue to me is not that. The issue to me is how much it matters. It's important when we focus on this case to understand, unlike a criminal case where you have specific instances, counts of an indictment, criminal charges, where you have to check the box that you did one thing on one day, check the box another day, guilty, check the box another day, guilty. This is not such a case. This is an isolated, specific instance dealing with a particular girlfriend at a particular time in his life in the 1990s. What relevance does that have to do with who you were in 2000, 2001, 2005, and more importantly, how is that relevant to how he was with Amber Heard? Yes, it demonstrates that apparently in this specific instance, in a staircase, the rumor is untrue. She apparently slipped and fell, if you believe it and accept that testimony. But even if you do, I just would, if I am really Amber Heard's team, point to the larger context. Did we hear slamming doors and was it on video? Did we hear different text messages, or see rather text messages in which he used off-color remarks and attacked her? Were there various audio recordings with respect to him behaving badly? So I just think when we focus on Kate Moss, all due respect to her, she's wonderful, she's talented, but that really relates to that incident and nothing more.
Sara Azari, Joey Jackson, thank you so much both for your time today.